Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Creating Cards with Debbie. I want to welcome you here today. Let me bring my iPad up so I can check to see if everything is working good at my side of the world here. Let me check my sound.
So I can check to
Okay.
see if
All right. It all sounds good. We don't need to hear my voice twice. All right. Like I said, I want to welcome you here today to Creating Cards with Debbie, and I'm streaming both on Facebook and on YouTube. So, whichever platform you prefer, you can watch me on either one. Okay, today is Monday, December 16th, 2024. And I've got a couple cards today that we're going to do. I usually do three, but I've cut it back to two. I wasn't prepared, I guess, for this one. So, but I hope you enjoy them. It is showcasing the Latte Love. Let me put you down at my desktop here and we'll get started. Hold on just a second. I turn my camera around to my desk view. All right, so let me go through my introductions and all that first, and then I'll show you what we're going to be doing. So like I said, I'm creating cards with Debbie, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm located in Bismarck, Arkansas. And you can shop with me in my store at www.debbiefoster.stampinup.net. And I'll put that banner across the bottom to show you. And if your order is under $150, you use the December 24 host code, which is F9SBPFK7. And that's also scrolling across the bottom of the screen. All right, so let's get on with our housekeeping things. We've got a brand new paper pumpkin kit that just came out last week on the 10th. And you have until January 10th to sign up for this one. It's called Hearts for You. And it says, the description about it, it says, create heartfelt cards for Valentine's Day, Galentine's Day, and beyond. It makes 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs with 9 envelopes, heart-shaped pre-cut pieces and stickers, twine, and heart gems embellishments. You can see some of the embellishments here, the hearts. And we've got some red twine, it looks like. Coordinating colors are Flirty Flamingo, Petal Pink, Real Red. And Real Red is the classic Stampin' Spot that you receive with this kit. Okay, it says it's got some champagne foil, adds shine to these elegant handmade cards. So they look really pretty. So you have until January 10th to sign up for that paper pumpkin kit. But also for these next 3 months now, which are January, February, and March, Stampin' Up! Has got some coordinating guides that go along with those kits. And the January one, it looks like it's going to be a heart. Looks like it's got, it cuts out the edge of the heart and then the center of the heart. So you've got 2 different options there. So if you want to add those onto your paper pumpkin kit, I don't have the number wrote down here. Well, no, I didn't. So I'll have to add that for next time. I'll put that number out there for you. But you should be able to search onto the paper pumpkin kits and it should bring this up for you. So, or if you have any questions, just email me or private message me and I'll get that out to you. Okay, so also Stampin' Up! Has got the last chance products going on yet. And you can shop for those in my store. Just click on that column that says last chance products. It used to be clearance, but we're not doing clearance anymore. We've changed the name to last chance products instead. Let me take this ticker off of here so I can let you see better. And some of those products that are on that are going to be our Latte Love that we are doing today. And this is a online exclusive. So we're going to be using the bundle for the Latte Love. And then I'm also going to add on another stamp set that kind of coordinates with it. It's called Coffee with Friends. So I'm going to be using the sentiments out of the Coffee with Friends on both of our cards today. So, and let me tell you a little bit about all of this. We've got our last chance list here. I've printed mine out and I've got some things highlighted I want to go over. So the Latte Love Bundle, which is the stamp set and the dies, is going to be discontinued, but it is also discounted. So let me go find that page where it says how much is discounted. Got two separate pages here with them on. The Latte Love dies are normally $32, and they are discounted down to $22.40. So you can get those. And the stamp set is here somewhere. I marked it yesterday. Give me a moment. Okay, the stamp set is usually $20, and that's marked down to $8. So you can get both of them for less than what the 10% discount usually is on the bundles. So you might want to add that to your order. Okay, and also the deckled circles dies are one of the dies that I'm going to be using. It's also on the discontinued list, the last chance. So that would be, I just seen it here. Okay, the deckled circle dies, they're not discounted, but they do have low inventory on them. So you might want to get those very soon if you want those before they run out. And also the ribbon that goes along with that is called the polka dot trim. And it's called the natural 3/8 inch polka dot trim. It's regular $10, but it's marked down to $6. So that's really a good bargain. So just a little FYI on the products that we're using today. Get them while supplies last. All right, and we're going to start out with our first card. Because it doesn't matter which one I'm using. Oh, and also the designer series paper that we're using is a little latte, and this is an online exclusive too. So it says that is on low inventory right now, so you might want to grab that while you're at it. Don't want to miss out. All right, so I'm going to get all my supplies out here, and we'll get started with our cards. I've also got my coffee this morning. A little bit left there. Been drinking on it. So grab your coffee. We're going to be making coffee cards. So what goes better with coffee cards than a cup of coffee? Okay, so here's our first card. It says, "You're the best part of my day." And on the inside, I've got, "Sometimes you just have to reheat your coffee one more time and try again." So that's what I did with my cup this morning. So it got cold on me this morning. And then I cut out a little cup out of the designer series paper to go along with that. Okay, so we're going to start out with our instructions. Where did I do my instructions here? There they are. I can set these up there. Yeah. Okay, we're going to start out with our cardstock, which is going to be our card base, and it is Lost Lagoon, and it's 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches, and scored in the middle at 4 1/4 inches. And we're just going to burnish that fold on that card base. And then we've got our designer series paper, which comes from that Latte Love designer series paper. It is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and this has the little cups on it, and then the back side has the large cups. We're going to use this side of it. And then I've got another Lost Lagoon cardstock, and this is 3.5 inches by 4 1/4 inches. That's going to be our mat that goes there. And then we've got another designer series paper that measures 3 inches by 4 inches. And then we're going to cut this in 1-inch strips. So let's go ahead and do that. Well, let's start attaching our card first. Grab my adhesive over here. And try not to get glue on my fingers right away. We're going to put that onto our card front. Keeping an even border going around. Let me bring up my comments I can watch when you come on. Be sure you say hello when you come on. Okay, we're going to set our card aside for a moment because we're going to need to cut our designer series paper here down into strips. So I'm going to grab my paper trimmer. Whoops, I'm bumping my desk here, making the camera jiggle. All right, you want to keep it together so that when you lay it down, it matches up. So we're going to do 1 inch 3 times. Thought I heard a dog barking. Okay. So this is what I mean. It'll match up. So I'm going to take those off of there and put them onto my Lost Lagoon mats. And put that over there. And then I'm going to bring my silicone mat over here to do my gluing on so I don't get glue all over the place. And I washed it so it's still a little damp yet. And take my towel and dry that off a little bit. I don't need soggy cards. All right, so there's my silicone mat. And bring our glue over here. I'm going to lay down the ones on each side first. And then I can center up the middle one after I have those down. Scooch that over a bit. Am I still in camera view? Yes. And you're going to have a small edge on the 3 sides. The top, bottom, and this left side. And we're going to set that middle one over there out of the way for a moment. And we're going to add our glue to our right panel. And try to get them evened up about right. And I'm not going to press that down all the way because with the liquid glue, it gives me time to wiggle it if I need to move it around. So I didn't press down on that right side yet. I'll do that after I get the centered one in there. Okay. I'm thinking that looks pretty good. Okay. All right. And close up my glue. And I'm going to bring my supplies over here. I need this one. You're the best part of my day. And then on the inside, I want, sometimes you just have to reheat the coffee. I've got my scrap, a basic white, and I've already die cut my circle from the Lost Lagoon. I'm using the deckled edges dies. I did the larger one for this one, and then I'm going to die cut the small one out of the basic white. But I'm going to go ahead and stamp that first with You're the Best Part of My Day. And I'm just using our black Memento ink. Well, I don't know what Joe's having a fit about. All right, You're the Best Part of My Day. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my inside basic white, which is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And I'm just going to stamp the, sometimes you just have to reheat your coffee one more time and try again. So that's going to go on my upper right-hand corner. Now we've got our stamping part done, so we can put our ink pad away. And I'll set this aside over here. And I'm going to die cut this out. So I'm going to use my washi tape to hold that in place so it doesn't shift on me. And I'm going to bring my cut and emboss machine over here. And our plates. And I'm going to cut this down a bit so I can fit that through my machine. So run that through our machine to die cut that out. Whoops. Popped right out of there. Let me put that over there so I don't lose that. And put my dies in my magnetic dish over here. Thought I dropped it in my coffee at first. All right, I'm going to attach these two together with our Tombow glue. And center that onto our Lost Lagoon circle. And then I'm going to, well, I thought I cut my ribbon already. I guess I didn't. We're going to want our ribbon to go across this bottom portion. So I'm just going to eyeball it and cut it off where I think I need it to be. And bring those scissors back over here. And I'm going to attach that to my card here, just using my Scotch tape. So I'm just going to place it where I think it might look good. And probably about 2/3 of the way down. And just attach it on the back with our trusty worthy Scotch tape. And let me see if this is straight. And another one on the side to hold it. All right. And because my ribbon is kind of bulky, I'm going to go ahead and place it up on dimensionals. So I've got a sheet here that I've got just the edges left. I'm going to go ahead and use those. So I'm going to snip them down to size. Okay. Don't throw your outside edges of dimensionals away. They're still usable. And I might take your pick tool to pop those off. And I'm going to put them down sparingly. I've got another whole new sheet here, so I'm not worried about running out. And a couple in the middle to support that. And I got one little one left here. I might as well use that one too. And where should I put it? Maybe right there. Okay, it's all gone. Throw that away. We're going to bring our card back over here. And we'll take off these dimensional backings. Your take your pick tool works great to pop off these dimensional backings, and then you've got them all in one scoop to be able to take them off and throw them away. All right, let's place that on the center of our card front. And now we can add our little one here. And let me grab another sheet of brand new dimensionals, and we're going to place one on the top and one on the bottom to straggle over that ribbon. And I'll get brave and use my fingernails on these two. Okay, this is going to sit off to the lower right side, just over our ribbon. like so. All right, and then I've tied a triple bow using our linen thread. I'm going to add that on top of our other ribbon, just to the side of our label there. And grab me a mini glue dot. I'm going to roll that up into a little ball. Place on top of our trim there. And add our linen thread. So there that is so far. But we need to add a little bit of embellishment. So I'm going to be using, these are the adhesive back swirl dots. And these are also in that same items as the Latte Love. So we're going to grab 3 of those. My putty's wanting to run out pretty good here. Let me loosen that up a little bit. Got a little bit too much running out. All right, we're going to grab the darker brown ones here. Looks like it might be pecan pie. And I'm going to place, no, it's turned on me. Get off of there. My putty isn't cooperating here. Probably got too much there. And another one there. And let's put the third one. Oh, where? Maybe up here. Do this one a little bit different. Okay, so here's the front of our card. Now let's work on the inside, which I've already stamped the sentiment, but I've already fussy cut one of those cups out of our designer series paper, and I'm just going to fussy cut that out, and we're going to place that on the edge of our inside of our card. So this has the dies that you could use too, but it's just as easy to fussy cut when you're in a hurry. Guess you might say I'm a little bit lazy. I didn't want to dig out the dies. All right, so this is going to go onto our cup, and I think I'm going to place this one right here on that edge. So we're going to add our glue to that. And I wish I would have stamped my sentiment over on this side. I think I will. I'm going to redo this. Let me switch this up a little bit. We're going to put the cup on the other side and stamp our sentiment on the left side instead. So let me make sure I've got the right stamp. Yep. Bring our ink pad back over here. That's why we have 2 sides to our cardstock if we change our mind. So tap, tap, tap. And stamp that again. Yeah, I like it there better. I didn't like my handle pointing down, so this one looks much better. And then we'll add our glue to the back. So I hope everybody had a good weekend. Ours was good. We've had a lot of rain this weekend. All right, and we're going to place that on the inside of our card with a border going around it. Okay, so here's our first card. It says, "You're the best part of my day." And on the inside, we've got, "Sometimes you just have to reheat your coffee one more time and try again." So, speaking of our coffee, it's time to take a sip. My husband makes good coffee. Hey. All right, so that's our first card. Let's clean up here a little bit, and we'll get on to our second card. And I'm going to put my stamps out of the way so I don't mess myself up here. And straighten up just a tiny bit, make some room. And this is our second card. Again, we're doing the coffee theme. And get all my bits and pieces out here. Okay, so this one says, hello there, let's catch up. And on the inside, we've got coffee with a friend. It's like happiness in a cup. So let's get started with that one. With this one, I'm going to be using the pecan pie cardstock. And it's 4 1/4 inches by 11 inches. And then it's scored in the center at 5 1/2 inches. So we're going to take our bone folder, burnish that fold. And then I've got a black mat here. And where did I put my instructions? Well, I thought I had them. Did I not write them down? Maybe I didn't. Okay. We're going to have to wing it with this one. Our basic black is 4 1/8 inches by 5 3/8 inches. That'll be our mat that goes on the front of our card. And then I've got 2 designer series paper. This one is 3 inches by 5 1/4. Yes, 5 1/4 inches. And then another one is this one or this side. But I'm thinking I'm going to use this splatter, coffee splatter. But either side would work. But I'm going to go this way. And this one measures 1 inch by 5 1/4 inches. So we're going to start out. We're going to attach those to our black mat here. We're going to set our card base aside for now. Bring out our glue again. Be sure if you're watching this on Facebook that you like and share the video. I'd appreciate that. It brings me more viewers. And if you're watching it on YouTube, on my YouTube channel later or now, hit that subscribe button and you click that bell and you'll be notified when I put new videos up. So I'm trying to build my subscribers up a little bit on YouTube. And I think there is a like button on that one too, on the YouTube channel. So we can use all the help we can get. All right, and this is going to go on the edge of that other designer series paper. And I want to kind of keep my borders, my margins the same all the way around. Okay, so it'll look like this. And then I've got another strip of that trim that measures about 5 1/4 inches. And it's going to go across the seam. Okay, on this one, I'm not sticking it underneath. I'm just going to leave it lay on top. So I'm going to use my tear and tape, which right here. And I'm going to run a strip of tear and tape right across this seam here, right along the seam. And try to keep it straight. And like it says, tear and tape. You just tear it off. You don't need a scissors. And then I'm going to grab my take your prick tool, that pointy end, and I'm going to remove the tear and tape backing. Oops, I didn't mute my laptop here. And I'm going to just run that along that seam. And could have gone up a little bit more. Let me go up a little bit higher. tearing tape does allow a little time to be able to pull it back off to reposition. So, all right. I've got fuzzy from the trim. Okay, so we've got that done, and we can go ahead and attach that to our card base. JoJo's being vocal. She's supposed to be taking her nap. Don't sound like she is. All right, let's put that to our card front. I'm going to leave an edge going all the way around, even margin, hopefully. Okay, so that's our card front so far. But wait, there's more. Okay. And I know what I didn't do. I got to grab my Designer Series paperback out here. And on my sheet here, cut out some more cups. And these are propped up too much. Okay, I think I can get 1, 2, 3. Maybe one of those. And I'm going to cut these apart so that I'm able to die cut. So I want those two. And I'm trying to do one of each color. So I've got the, I guess that's Calypso Coral, Lost Lagoon, and then the yellow, which will be this one right here. And we'll bring our cut and emboss machine back over here. Get a hold of that, and our dies are hiding. I'm going to need this little cup die. So let's go ahead and cut out this yellow one, single one first. And I'm going to snitch my washi tape back again I had on my other one. And position our die and then hold it down with the washi tape so it doesn't move. There's one cup. It's our yellow one. And now we'll do the other two. All right. So what's the weather like where you are? Are you getting rain like Arkansas is? Snow? Ice? And there's our second cup. And let's do our third one. I could have had these cut out ahead of time, but I didn't get prepared well enough, I guess. But that's okay. We've got a short video today anyway, so it doesn't matter if we're cutting this on live or if we had them done ahead of time. Okay, there's our third cup. Our die, put that in our magnetic dish. So here's our 3 cups. And also, before I do any more, I'm going to die cut our banner, which I already did. I did do some prep here, so I'm using the Nested Essentials dies, and this comes with 3 different shapes. We've got the banners, we've got the little, I'm not sure what shape that is. That's the one I'm using for our banner today. And then we've got the little rounded rectangles. So I've already die cut that using the pecan pie, the same as the card base. So we just got to stamp our sentiment on there, which is going to say hello there. Let's catch up. And ink pad, which is our black memento ink. And I just added it to my craft white mat. It seems like it has a better stamping area. So we're going to stamp that on the center of our banner. Place that up for a moment. And we're going to place our banner up on dimensionals too, because we're going to be going over the edge of this ribbon, so we don't need to be rocking and rolling. So I'm going to put one at the very end of this side, on the right side, and then probably a few more. We'll put one at each end. And so we're going to be putting 4 dimensionals on there. And that's going to go over the lower portion and kind of center it. All right. And then we're going to bring our cups over here. We're going to position them. So this one's going to go here. This one is going to go up here somewhere. And then our yellow one will go here. But I'm going to put the Lost Lagoon one up on dimensionals also. So probably along this side, just to keep it away from the ribbon, the trim. And can I fit one on the one side? I think I'm going to do a little snipping here. I just want a little edge of that one. All right, just see where I've got that. And what about there? Looks good. Put our dimensionals back. We don't need those anymore. So we're going to just glue the other 2 directly down to our card front. And I think I'll go right here, just a little bit underneath the Lost Lagoon one. And this one can sit kind of next to both of them. Now, let's scooch a little bit here, there. All right, but now we need some embellishments going on. So we're going to use those same embellishments as we did on the previous card, the adhesive back swirl dots. And I'm going to use the lighter colored one. Well, we're going to add our ribbon. We've got some more ribbon trim to put on here yet. I'm going to take about 2 inches of the trim And I'm going to just fold it over, make like a little flag kind of like, and that's going to go right there on top of that ribbon. So we're going to be using our mini glue dots to hold that down with. So let me tear off some of this excess paper, get it out of my way. And I'm going to place that right on the trim. Put down our trim on top of that. And we're going to grab another mini glue dot to hold the top layer of that ribbon down. So, like so. Now we can grab our embellishments here and add a little bit of bling to our card. And I've still got putty coming out there. And I want to put one maybe right there. One on top of our trim. And oops. Add one right here on this corner of our label. So here we've got the front of our card. Hello there, let's catch up. So now we're going to work on the inside of our card. And I don't have it inside. Let me grab another one, and I don't have one in here. So we need to grab our basic white cardstock and cut as an inside layer. I think I used my inside layer for a scrap instead of using it for the inside of my card. But that's okay. We're going to cut our 11.5 paper down to 5 1/4 by 4. And just save that for another time. And it seems like I'm missing something here. I am. I should have another cup. All right, so the inside of our card is going to say, coffee with a friend is like happiness in a cup. All right. And we're going to add a designer series paper, which is 1.5 inches by 5 1/4 inches. It's going to go on the edge there. So we're going to stamp that onto our right side, upper right. And then we'll grab our designer series paper over here along with our silicone mats. We'll put our glue on there. Attach that to the left side. I'm going to leave a little white edge on that left side. Let it peek through a little bit. And I can snip off just a tiny bit here. And put our glue on there and put it in the inside of our card. There we have it. And this is a short video today, not even an hour yet. Okay, so here's our second card. It says, hello there, let's catch up. And on the inside, coffee with a friend, it's like happiness in a cup. So here we have our 2 designs today. I've got a lot of shadows going on today. I think it's probably the weather being cloudy. All right. I'm not sure if I'm going to get another video in this week or not. I will let you know. It's kind of a busy time of the year for everybody, so I may have to cut it back to just one this week, and then again next Monday for sure, which will be December 23rd, 2 days before Christmas. Wow, it's hard to imagine that it's that time already. Okay, so December 23rd at 10:30 Central Time. So that's our next video for sure. And I may squeeze in another one for Friday, but I'm not sure yet. So I'm undecided. So until next week, y'all have a good rest of the week and get some me time in there. Get some crafting time for yourself. It is very therapeutic. I call that my happy place. And I want to thank you for being here. So until next time, bye-bye.